Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I don't know, wherever you are in the world. This is Harry from Hasbro TV, and today I've got TJ. TJ, how you doing, mate?
Well, people. Hello.
I've got Eugene.
I'm
Back
beautiful.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Doing
Orest,
well, doing
come
well.
to face the music.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, man. And sorry guys, because I think the delay is caused by you because I've got the wrong message from Harry. I thought he was saying tomorrow was the show. That's why.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, because when I put in my show, then you put in the message. I thought it was for tomorrow. But I know it's today.
Oh no, that's okay. I thought your show was. Sorry, I hope your show was good, Eugene, because I was eating. Sorry, I couldn't see anywhere.
No, my show is tomorrow.
I thought, I might be able to make your show tomorrow. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah,
Yeah,
my show is
he's gonna do the
tomorrow.
alcohol test.
I keep thinking it was today, but
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
yeah. So anyway, let's get right into it because Orest is here. Orest,
Yeah,
thoughts on
man.
Man United game?
Yeah, listen. I don't know. I said on the stream, I think he was there, Harry. I said it. Someone asked me if Ten Hag get the same lineup against Wolves, will he beat Tottenham? I straight away said no. Because for me, Rashford, he's not a striker, man. He's not a striker. This guy, by the way, he's been annoying me. Him and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, by the way, world class according to some of our fan base, by the way. No chance. Listen, Mason Mount is Mason Mount. I've never wanted him at the club. And it's just that midfield, we just got dominated. We leave Casemiro by himself, open spaces. You guys deserve to win. That was a style of play that you guys that I saw from you guys. But yeah,
Fair
listen, we deserve to lose. So yeah.
What would you have done different and put Rashford up front? Because that's what Traps was saying.
That's where he was playing, though.
For me, Rashford on the left. Rashford on the left.
Oh, you Rashford was up. Yeah, who you played up front? Sorry.
I put Sancho as the false nine, but listen, for me, it is what it is. Ten Hag, I'm not going to turn on him too much, like what the United fan base are doing, because there's only 2 games, but he's really got to sort it out because that midfield is so unbalanced.
No, 3 games. Burnley as well today. Yeah.
And for the record,
get correct. 3-0.
Boris has been very honest here. He didn't want Mason Mount. I didn't want Mason Mount. Do you remember, TJ, when we spoke about Mason Mount once on the show?
Yeah, I did. I did even say Mason Mount. Yeah, was a cripple. But however, yeah. Hold on. You don't want Mason Mount, but Mason Mount will do bits in our side.
You think?
110%. I will tell you straight. 110%. We play. We need technical players. Now we've got Papa Sarr and Madison and them. Yeah, they're technical. But Mason Mount will put a shift in. He likes that one-touch football. Look at him at Chelsea.
Where would you play him in the Spurs system?
Where Madison is playing.
What?
By the way, Madison, I've always said Madison is always better than Mason Mount for me. I've always said that,
Where Madison is playing and put Madison on the right. But then we need top boy defenders when it comes to counter attack. Yeah, because
2 weeks time, top boy.
Yeah. Oh, are you watching it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you actually watched all the seasons though?
Yeah.
No. Have you watched some of
yeah, I've watched
the actual
cool. the original. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it, mate. I'm waiting for it, man.
Can I just add on to what he was saying about United and Rashford?
Yeah.
I get. Look, again, it was a good game in it. Yeah, you guys should have had a penalty. Yeah, I agree. I predicted 2-1 to be totally honest with you. A little bit on Rashford. Yeah, he might not be a striker in it, but I don't like the excuse that he can't play in strike. You know, he was. What position did he start as?
Striker.
Originally, he was actually playing as a striker. He made his debut as a striker.
Mourinho played him as
He's a striker.
Louis Van Gaal played him as a striker.
Was it Van Gaal?
He's a striker.
Yeah,
no. He's a striker. Yes, cool. Yeah, his preferred position is on the left. I agree, but he is a striker. Now, I get where you're saying he plays better on the left. Yeah, but isn't that technically something a problem with Rashford? If he can't play down the middle. There's something technically wrong. I think there's something behind the scenes with Rashford and Ten Hag. Because even the energy level when you looked at him, he's not playing for the shirt. Agree to disagree? I don't know, man. Because he looked frustrating going forward. And yes, again, he might not prefer that position, but if a manager tells you to play in a position, run your socks off. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah. I see what.
Because I know 110%. If we had Rashford at Tottenham and he wasn't running his socks off, I would be pissed at Rashford. I wouldn't be like, don't play him in.
Thing is, you know what
strike.
annoyed me the most? When when he
Go
came off through his shin pad on the floor, like there's no need for that, mate. There's honestly no need for that. Why?
That's
you just
lack of respect. No, but that comes down to lack of respect. And what? How much are you guys paying him? You're paying him about
well, 350 grand. Yeah,
exactly my point. 350 grand. That means, listen, look, when you pay a player above 200k, that means he's their main player, regardless of what you say on the pitch. Because I guarantee Casemiro is not on that contract. He's your main player. He's equivalent to Harry Kane.
Yeah.
When you pay players, it might sound crazy that I'm saying that, but you're making him your top earner at your club. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. I don't know, man. That's your United.
No, he is.
I think Casemiro is your top earner in the club. He's getting 400.
He's on 400 grand a week.
I think Casemiro's on 375,000.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it.
The thing is very simple now, right? It's very simple. What I see now, right? It's very simple. Manchester United, somehow or another, the last season Manchester United has not turned up. I do not know why. All right. Maybe because there's a certain other case going on that is on the minds of the rest of the players, where it's weighing on them and all that. While that's happening, you guys seem so leggy. You get what I'm saying? It could be the overplaying of the preseason. You must always remember, you guys played like 7 games before the preseason.
I don't get it, man. I don't get
no, but then I disagree with you. No, wait. I disagree with that.
Let me
because last year,
let him finish.
You had your say, right?
Yeah,
what I'm seeing now, I've seen, right, those teams who actually went to the Americas and come back, right? All the players are playing very leggy. Arsenal's leggy, Chelsea's screwed, right? Yeah. And there's a weird part about this, right? But okay, there's one more thing is that I see there's a deeper problem with Manchester United now is because they've lost a desire.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, no, I agree with that, but I wouldn't blame. Okay, carry on. Sorry. Yeah, carry on.
Because if you're leggy and you lose desire, right? You lose concentration. Because the first half they came out. I didn't actually watch the first half too intensely. I was doing something else. I was not concentrating. But I did see the handball decision went against them. The
header.
Yeah, there were two occasions where they should have put it behind the net, right? And of course, we did come back with two shots, one against the crossbar, one against the post, right? It was a fight there, more or less. But Manchester United dominated first, then we came back, and then we carried on. They faded away. We came out second half, and they just like rolled over and got humped. So that gives me a very funny feeling, or sorry to say, there's something very wrong inherently in that squad at the moment. I think there must be some kind of a dissent going on. There might be some backlash because of whatever's happening. The
Mason
current
Mount,
situation.
maybe.
I'm telling you, Mason Mount's the virus, man. He's the virus.
There's something going on there. And don't forget, the here was disrespectfully let go. Right now, Onana comes in and thinks he's the big boy. Right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that starts where the defense you have a problem, right? And then you got the Harry Maguire fiasco that you're having down, right? Whether he's here, he's like our Eric Dyer now, whether he's here, whether he's gone, right? And he's still was he in the subs?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Was he in the subs?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't
in the subs.
He didn't travel. No, he didn't travel.
Yeah, he wasn't in the subs. So that's the weird part. But this is a Manchester United team that came out, which I saw, right? they weren't organized. Their mind wasn't in the game. I think after the first half, they thought that they really lost it because they didn't get the results they wanted, the goals, the handballs, and all that, and they just switched off. Right? That's the sad part. But what I see for the Spurs side is that, guys, it's just the second game of the season. We played some good football, but we rolled over a Manchester United who was weak. You get what I'm saying?
I agree. Can I add to what you just said about fitness levels? I disagree with what you said there. Why? Only for this one reason. Okay, cool. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. You're lagging.
Yeah, Eugene.
Eugene, you're lagging, by the way.
The Spurs Wi-Fi,
yeah.
Levy's trying to hack his
No,
Wi-Fi.
the reason why I disagree with what you're saying here, because last year Tottenham were doing power sprints, 100-meter dash on the Conte, yeah, and fitness levels, fitness is something that all players, I'm talking about across the whole of the Premier League, go through. Now, fitness is not the problem. I think they're stuck in two mindsets, two styles. You know, the style of play that Ten Hag wants to implement isn't suited to players like Casemiro that is playing in the midfield. Midfield by himself, they need another a defensive midfielder in order to play that. I would call it. It's not counter-attacking football, but however, if you looked at first half, they were beating us under what? Counter. They were getting through. Their style is not counter-attacking football. They want to implement the way Ajax used to play, yeah? And Ajax used to play counter-attacking football. Sweet touches across the park. Fitness is not the problem, I don't think. We grew into the game based on the domination on the midfield. Regardless of
our midfield dominated their midfield, I know. But the thing is that if they are going to play this counter-attacking football, which they don't have the players to be suited to it, right? But Ten Hag is not just taking over this squad from this season. You get what I'm saying? Ten Hag took over this squad from last season. You see? What he needs to implement should have been implemented by then.
But Oris, I'm going to ask Oris something. So Oris, wasn't in Ten Hag style more the Ajax style, possession based? So why is he
possession based?
So why is he trying to play counter-attacking football?
For me, I have no clue. I still think some of his players aren't his players really. I don't think I'm not trying to make excuses, but I don't think he has a own team yet. I know he's brought in his own players, but there's some of the players where he just has to maybe not play his stuff for some reason, like Luke Shaw and others. But I don't know, man.
Luke Shaw get a new contract, or am I wrong?
Yeah, he got a new contract.
No, but I think Ten Hag is you guys right are stuck with what we call you're going through what we went through. I think at this moment, 2 or 3 years ago, while we are stuck with the same players, right? The back four is the same line of back four, right? You only change is you brought in Varane and you got in another defender. Who was that? Is there another defender?
Martinez.
Martinez and
Varane. But Varane came 1 year earlier, then Martinez came last season. Correct? So, but your wings are the same. You still have got one Bissaka there, and you still got Luke Shaw. There's no change there. Right? And then when you go into the middle of the park, it's just only Casemiro. Right? See, but of course, now you've gotten rid of Fred and who else? McTominay is still there. Right.
The biggest loss, I would say, for United, and a lot of United fans are going to disagree with me. I'm not a big fan of him, to be totally honest with you. But the biggest loss is Fred, because you need a person that can run.
I think Fred complements Casemiro.
Exactly. Now, when you're playing, I agree with you. Listen, I totally agree. But the only thing I disagree is fitness, blaming fitness, because fitness.
No, I'm just asking whether is it possibility of the fitness that what they've done. They played 7 games, right? They look leggy. Why are they looking so leggy?
Because
in the second half.
I generally think
it's just, for me, our midfield is so unbalanced. That's why it's unbalanced.
Is it Mount, Bruno, and Casemiro? Is that your midfield?
Yeah, that's
then it's unbalanced because you got Mount and Bruno, right, and Casemiro. Casemiro is not that. Oh, okay. Casemiro is not that kind of midfielder, right? Like a Fred. You get what I'm saying? And I think the problem is that Bruno and Mount was bullied by Sa and
Basuma.
Right, they got bullied by them, right?
But see, I can I just add something to what you just said there? They were bullied by Sa and Basuma, but let's just hypothetically say we went 2-0 down because they could easily have been given a penalty, and the Bruno head and miss. Hypothetically, if them goals went in, I would still say Tottenham would have won. Why? Because when you're playing in a possession-based football, you have most of the possession. Now, the problem that I see that is the main factor is they're stuck in two styles. They've implemented a goalkeeper that likes to play long balls and hit on the counter attack, but they want to play possession base in the midfield with only having Casemiro in the center defensive mid. How can you play two either or either? You can only implement one system. Hence why players like Rashford, and I'm sorry, I will say this straight away. Anybody that has hate on it, you can tell me you have hate on it. I couldn't care less in it. Hence why Rashford is not liking that striking position because one, he's not getting the ball enough. Two, if they had a striker, maybe we might have been we might have gotten folded. Let's be totally honest here. Another thing I want to mention, what played a good role in us winning was our defense. Our defense was outstanding. We didn't put a foot wrong. Yeah, Romero's handball was unfortunate, unlucky. You know, a few shaky moments over the top that happens in games. You know, defense won't defend a whole 90 minutes and not make no mistakes.
Yeah, you can't be perfect for 90 minutes. That's
exactly
obvious.
Right.
There will be mistakes coming in. It's just how you handle your mistakes and how you rectify it. And we did well.
Agree.
In that. We did well in that. Yeah, that we did
that's
well in that.
Solidified. That's what solidified us winning. Because even if we played another 90 minutes, we would have won.
Yeah, I know. They couldn't play 90 minutes. They were playing before, right? But I don't know. Like I said, it's 2 games into the season, right? Everyone is like, I'm just sitting back and I'm watching. You see, I'm not going to get too excited at the moment because I still remember when we had Nuno, the first 3 games we won, right? We were hyping it up. We were going to win. Arsenal was last and we were laughing at them. And then the next thing we know, we lose like 10 games in a row or some shit like that.
I think it's 5 games in a row.
But the difference,
Ange Ball, man, guys, get excited, man.
And
the difference with Nuno,
and after that, we didn't even get a shot on goal.
Yeah, but the difference with Nuno and Postecoglou and Mourinho and Conte, and I'll tell you this straight, I'll tell you this straight. I can actually see him a style forming, regardless if we're 1-0 down, 0-0, 2-0 up. We are passing and going for it and possession. You know, we are trying to unlock other areas, and you can see it even when you see like Son going through the middle. I thought Son was outstanding through the middle. When he was on the left, he had a really quiet game. When we took off Richarlison, I thought that was really unfortunate because one thing that a lot of Spurs fans didn't realize about Richarlison's performance. Before he came off, he opened that back line up so many times without having the ball. The consistent runs that Richarlison performed was one of the reasons, and people gonna think I'm crazy for saying this, was one of the reasons we won. They were already on the back foot. Martinez was having a poor game.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he got subbed off, and he's, the thing about Richarlison, what I'm a lot of people want to say, "Oh, we need a better striker because he's not scoring," but it's not for the striker to score. In Postecoglou system, we have seen this. I'm saying this every single week. Maybe Spurs fans just expect another Harry Kane. You know, they can't sit with a striker not scoring.
What you say is correct, TJ. In Ange's game, it's not about the striker that puts in 20, 30 goals a season. Ange game is about spreading it out wide. You know, everybody gets a chance to score. You see, but the thing is that we must be able to let them take the chance. But what I'm seeing now, right, we're on the up, right? Because we always do this. Don't you notice? Whenever a new manager comes in, the first 10 games or so, we will be like, woo.
Under Conte, remember? Under Conte.
Then after that is when we will have to judge, right? Because now they're getting used to, Ange is all about a system. He doesn't care. You get what I'm saying? He will play the system. He'll be 5-0 down, and he'll still play the same way he wants to play.
Yeah,
he plays the system. He doesn't care, but he'll move the pieces around, right? Whether you suit this, whether you don't, right? But we did see in the closing parts of the game, he did start to be a bit more defensive.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
But that is the intelligent part of being a manager, being a bit more defensive. You're 2 goals up. You don't have to take so much risk.
Subbing on Ben Davis and all of that, No, it's totally true. No,
for him is that when he's already 2-0 up, he won't give the opponent the ball. He still wants the possession because his philosophy is very simple. If we have the ball, you don't have the ball, you can't score, right? That's the basics of football.
The next question I'm going to ask then, I'm going to propose a question. I know it's not on the format of this stream. Do you think this is going to be we're going to be able to hold this possession? Like if we go to like teams like Man City, teams that dominate, actually dominate possession, because we are known to beat Man City, because we play so defensive.
The same thing is that maybe we don't even take M City, right? We just take maybe we play a team like Brighton at this moment. Brighton plays the same way, more or less, right? So what I see, if we come to that scenario, right, it will be a ding-dong battle. You get it or not? Because when we have possession, Brighton will press. When they have possession, we will press. And let's see who wins that battle of pressing and who makes the mistake. You get what I'm saying? And who capitalizes on the mistake made by the other team. See? But at the moment now, my biggest fear is, right, the whole squad is up. While they are all on the up, they're willing to give that 110 or 120% in the game. But once the season prolongs, right, our players, the legs start to become jelly. That's my fear. But like I said, we need more players in. That's all, right, to maintain intensity. We can't.
I thought I'd touch on a problem area on the wings. First, I'm going to ask Oris this question because he's someone who's not a Spurs fan. So, first of all, Oris, what have you thought of Son the past season or so, and Kulusevski? Because obviously they were playing a slightly different system. And why do you think they might be struggling in this new system compared to last season?
Yeah, Son, obviously last season, it was hit and miss for me with Son. I rate him as a player. I think he's absolutely fantastic for Son. Kulusevski, obviously, brilliant. Like, since he came, I think he's been, what he produced for you guys is fantastic. But now, obviously, the system that Ange brings in, I don't see these two working out, I think if you guys get like a winger, if you send a winger, that might replace Son. And then maybe that winger could play with Kulusevski together. But I don't know, because what's happening so far is, has Ange said anything about the Son and Kulusevski not working? Or
No, he hasn't really said anything. It's more just an observation. Because
for me, I think it can work.
But to tell the truth, right, what I think is what Ange is doing, right, is not to say whether it will work or not work, it's whether they will work or not work. You get what I'm saying? Because what happened last season, we do know that Son was playing throughout an injury. Okay, what we are seeing now, Son is coming back from that injury. He needs time to recover to be up to maybe 100%. We are not sure whether Son is 100% or not, but we keep still playing players who are not 100% fit. But the thing is that
apparently isn't 100%.
Yeah, so that's why don't we put on, But now moving, okay. in the period of the game, when he took off Richarlison and put Son in the center, I think Ange is testing something out. Maybe he will try it out in the Bournemouth game, because Ange is still in the stage where he's trying out his system. He needs to know which players will work better where. But what TJ says that, yes, in the MU game, what Richarlison did is that he dragged away the defenders. He gave space right in the middle of the park where we were attacking to have more chances to spray the cross, do more passes, and whatever is it. But the thing is that what Son does is that when he's been ingrained, right, for the past 3 years of playing the counter attack, where he runs at players when the balls are coming in. But now he has to take the ball, go down to the far on your left, far out right, and cross the ball in. But that's not Son. That's what I'm saying. That's not Son.
Cuts in. He keeps cutting
in.
So it's Kulusevski from the other side as well. So
that's what I'm saying. Your left and your right, has been playing in that way for so long, and you can't expect them. I know they're professionals. They are supposed to do what they've been told. But the thing is that, are they better in that position? Right? But don't forget, Sar's first goal was more or less created by Decky, right?
Yeah, he ran across
into the box. He put the cross in, even though there was a slight deflection by Martinez, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? That put it onto Sar's area for him to score. But the thing is that he makes those chances happen, you see. But he didn't go out wide to cross the ball in. He came in to the penalty box, right, to cross that ball in. You see, so at the moment now, I can say about Spurs is that the hope is there, but I'm not going to have expectations because I need to see this consistently along the way while the players still can do what they're supposed to do. And of course, there's a big hoo-ha about Richarlison, whether he should be in that position or he should be on the wide, whether Son should be in the center or on the wide. So that is for Ange to figure out, right? To me, that's all for Ange to figure out.
Yeah.
Big up.
Hey, Has.
Big up to you. You know what? I'm gonna say this.
I think he's going.
Yeah.
Well, you got bored of our Tottenham talk.
No, he's got to go.
Yeah, no.
But no, guys, tell the truth, right? Thoughts on Son Kulu? I think it still needs time at this moment, right? Because that's the best options we have at the moment, right? Who is going to come in? We're not going to buy any new wingers to be taking that position.
Because we need a player that can play all across the front in the last.
See, cool. You know what? A lot of people are going to think I'm deluding now, and people are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, innit? I know Maddison's injured right now, innit? Yeah.
You know what? I was literally going to bring that up.
Yeah. No. It's about Son though, and it's about Kulu, innit? Yeah. You know, Maddison's injured, innit? But I think Son, he just needs a bit more time in it, to adapt in it. But the player that I'm frustrated with is Kulu, and I think he needs to be dropped.
See what? Okay.
Go for it. Go for what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's like because Lo Celso, I don't know if he's staying or leaving. I would move Kulusevski into the middle, and I'd chuck someone on the right.
I was just about to say, I'm gonna move Maddison to the right.
Maddison,
I'm playing Lo Celso. Yeah, no, but that's what I said. I know he's injured now. I would play Maddison where Kulu plays.
Really? Oh.
And bring in Lo Celso in the middle. Only for the reason being, it seems like Kulu doesn't have the technical ability that Postecoglou wants. And look, our goal ended up coming from Kulu, but for 90 minutes, what did Kulu really offer? You see, I just have to change Kulu's spot. Kulu just lacks creative awareness, and he doesn't have the pace to actually drive at defenders as well. And it's only crippling our attack because whenever it hits the right side, we end up losing the ball.
That's true.
But let me be honest with you. I know it's 2 games in the season, so maybe they can grow into this new style, you know, and they can obviously understand how Postecoglou wants to play. But right now, Kulu just looks like the weakest link in the whole of Tottenham. I know people are going to say Son is as weak as Kulu, but he's now our captain. We have to play him. That's what happens when you give Son the captaincy. You're giving a player that is not in form, because let's be honest here, is Son in form? No. So he's not in form. Yeah. And he wasn't in form last year. We gave him the captain because he's the oldest player. That's how I see it. It might sound crazy that I'm saying this, innit? But we gave him the captaincy because of his age, which is wrong. So we have to, even if we want to change Son's position, put him in. I don't think he's the oldest player.
I think Perisic is the oldest player at the moment that we have.
Yeah, but we're not really playing Perisic.
Right? You're talking about seniority. Yes, Son has been there the longest.
Yeah,
he's been the longest. Yeah. No,
yeah,
but, guys, but what I see is that at the moment now, right? Like I said, like you said, it's 2 games in, right? What I want to see now is, because what we saw against Brentford, okay, we scored 2 goals, but when Brentford sat back and tightened up, right, we look rather, we don't have that, you know, it's like you're missing the key to the padlock.
You're missing the creative spark. Yeah, the creative spark.
The creative spark is one thing, but then you still have like players like Maddison there, Son there, and you still couldn't break them down. So now, what I'm going to actually watch this coming Saturday is that how would Bournemouth play, right? If Bournemouth at home sits back, right, and does the same thing that, you know, what Brentford did and what West Ham did to us, right, in the we'll call preseason friendly, which what I saw, they did the same thing to Chelsea on Sunday.
Killed them. Killed them, man.
Yeah, and they did the same thing to Chelsea
Moyes
on
always
Sunday.
does that.
Right, and that's Moyes ball. You know, if you go on with, you know, I've got one West Ham fan that comes on my channel. He'll be on tomorrow, right? Kesha, he hates Moyes ball, but now he has to shut up because number one,
it works.
No, it works. It worked to a certain extent. They won a cup in Europe. Okay,
they did something we haven't done for about 50 years.
No, yeah, that's true.
It does work, but it's pragmatic, man.
No,
because when we tried to do it, it didn't work. We had Conte.
We have Eric Dyer in defense.
But the problem, we had Eric Dyer in defense, and we didn't give the managers the players they needed to operate the pragmatic football.
It's true. It is true.
Yep. So what Moyes says, he has what he has, and what I saw is that will we be able, if Bournemouth sits back, right? And now I think Bournemouth is managed by a different manager now. Is it a Spanish manager?
Gary O'Neill went to.
Gary O'Neill has gone over to Wolves. You see, so
it's their new manager.
He's a I can't remember. He came from Spain last season. He was I can't remember his name. So if this manager, right, goes in and he says, okay, what we gonna do now?
Iraola.
Yeah,
it seems like it's Spanish. So go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a guy from a Dark Knight. But anyway.
Yeah. So no. If Bournemouth, true guys. If Bournemouth does that and Maddison is injured, will Lo Celso give us that spark of creativity to break their defense down?
Eugene, do you believe that rumor that Lo Celso isn't happy that he wasn't given minutes, or do you think it's rubbish?
Guys, you know, we're Spurs fans. I don't listen to the rumors, right?
Oh, okay.
It's always rumors, right? If Lo Celso is supposed to leave, then he leaves, right? But if
I still think I'm still a big believer. If your performance forget rumors and that, but if you perform good, you deserve to play. The first game of the season, me and you, Eugene, said Sanchez has to play. Why? Not because he deserves to be on the pitch from his last previous performance. That Barcelona game, we rewarded him
with some minutes
to play, right?
Yeah. But
I generally think Lo Celso deserves some sort of minutes.
No,
I don't know how he's going to slip into the midfield now because you got
if Madison's injured, right? Then that is his chance. So when he gets to play, then he has to perform, right?
But now there's a lot of pressure on him now. Now, if he doesn't perform, it's gonna go tits up. You know, and Spurs fans, I'm sorry, not you guys. I'm not calling you fickle, but 90%, and I'm saying this with my chest, 90% of Spurs fans are fickle. They see one Spurs fan do one Spurs player do a mistake, and they criticize him. And look, you know my thing about Vicario, the goalkeeper. He had a good performance last week, right? Okay. He saved some nice goals, right? Yeah. But I'm still standing by my words. He's not a good enough goalkeeper to be at Tottenham. And I will say this 1000%. Yes, hopefully that performance gives him a boost, you know, because I like to come on camera and say, yo, I was wrong, man. You know what I'm trying to say? And I even said,
DJ, it's very simple. For Vicario, the scenarios like this, right? He put up a good performance against Manchester United, right? This is the platform he is going to build on. That's what I'm going to say.
Hopefully.
If he builds on this platform, right? Right, only 88%. Yeah, Bobby. But if he builds on this platform, right, then I will give him, okay, you deserve it, right? This position, and you know, we will move on from there, right? But the thing is that if it's just a one-off, and you go and play, what you go and play against Bournemouth and you screw it up, you make mistakes and all that, right? Then it's then
it's back to square one.
Yeah, back to square
one.
No,
I totally agree. Credit where credit grew. I said, listen, I put my hands up. You played well. Vicario, if you're watching this, I doubt it. I doubt you're watching me, innit? Yeah, but props to you, innit? Props to you.
Yeah.
Again, what Eugene just said. This is a platform for you to perform next game and
consistently
solidified your spot. Well, he's the only goalkeeper we rarely have. Let's be honest.
That's
the same thing, right? Like what TJ you said earlier about Sanchez, right? When Romero got injured, right? Who are we going to bring on apart from Sanchez? You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, man.
So we didn't have a choice. So, but the thing is that of course the window hasn't closed yet, right? We've got another 7 days more before the window closed, right? Okay. So you guys 8 days because I'm here in Malaysia. It's already 24.
Are you sure you're ahead?
Yeah, I'm ahead. Right?
You're ahead of time, man. He gets the information first.
Back to the future.
Back to the future, bro.
Information first, right? I'm asleep when the information comes out.
Like a doctor, he's like,
no, but what I'm saying is, at the moment now, we do have a first 11 building up. Okay, what I see, we have a first 11 that's building up, which is more or less we do know who our first 11 is, right? Across the back, right? A lot of people said Porro can't defend, but when he played against Manchester United, Porro showed up.
Talk about Porro, but you brought it up, so let's bring it up.
Yeah.
And you got it totally right because when Emerson Royale came on, he didn't look like he was up for it. But then again, against teams that might sit back, we might have a say that maybe Emerson Royale might be the best option. Why? Just in case of the counter. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's going to be tit for tat. It's not going to be a certain right back.
No, but the thing is, TJ, that is a good thing for us. You know,
that's what I'm saying. It is good. It is good.
We have a rotation. At least we know now that we can rely on Porro to defend and we can rely on Porro to attack. But the sad part is that we only can rely on Emerson to defend, but we can't rely on him to attack. But then you can't say that because he scored against Brentford the other day.
Yeah.
You know, so everything is, up in the air now, right? Like I said, the games will come. We will find out because at the moment now, let's say, Porro right back seems a good match because we were playing against Manchester United. During the first half, they did come at us. He did perform to a certain standard that we expected him to. right? He did have a shot that hit the post, if I'm not mistaken,
The bar,
right?
the bar,
Yeah,
the bar.
the bar. Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a
yeah.
really
It was a good
I
shot.
thought I was in,
A
man.
very
I
good
was-
shot.
Yeah, it was a very good shot. Hit the bar, right?
I thought that was a goal when I was there. I thought it was
Yeah.
going in.
Oh, you
The
thought
way
it
it
was a goal. You
flew,
were there.
the way it flew, yeah.
The way it curved, right? But the thing is, it was a bit, yeah. So the thing is that Porro gives us another dimension. Now you say, let's say Madison is injured, right? I would play Porro against Bournemouth because if there were free kicks, right, I'll let him take it. Because who else is going to take the free kicks? I don't trust Lo Celso.
Because if Madison's out, then
Yeah. Porro's the next person. Do you trust Perisic to take it? I don't, but Perisic won't be there.
He might
You
not
wouldn't
even
want
be playing.
Son to take it, right? Son, hasn't been good in, or maybe Son could take it because since Harry Kane is not around, because in the previous years it's always been Harry Kane, right? So, or Son could take the free kick. So, as I see it, we do have problems which are good problems, right? At the moment, what we see, but the problem is that will these good problems, right, become bad problems along the way? Because don't forget, there are still problems. That's why I say,
Yeah.
there are still problems. You see, but at the moment, I'm happy being a Spurs fan. We beat Manchester United, first time in 3 years in a new stadium, right? And of course, obviously against a weaker, not say a weakened Manchester United. I guess a lost Manchester United at the moment. I do see them a bit lost at the moment. Like you said, maybe it's the system that Ten Hag is trying to implement. The players are not getting it, right? You move a big character like De Gea away, right? He was one of, I think he was the captain. Was he the captain or was it Bruno at the same time? He was a very big influence in the defense.
But it was a big influence in the dressing room. Yeah, 100%.
Right,
and then talk actually about our duo. How do you think they're coming together now, guys?
Romero DVD, I tell you, it's blossoming, right? It takes time. The understanding, and at least now, I think Romero has been given the vice captaincy that has tempered him a bit.
He's calmed down a bit. I was surprised.
He's not so rash anymore, and I think he's not so frustrated because he knows that if the ball over the top, we have the speed to recover. He doesn't have to rely on himself to go and chase the player down and hack him down.
Van der Ven is fast, man. Van der Ven is rapid, man. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of that Jan Vertonghen, When I saw him, he looks so composed on the ball as well, That's another thing that is a breath of fresh air. We haven't had centre-backs that calm the back line down.
My worry for Van der Ven at the moment, right? His heading capabilities in defense is still very weak. That's my worry. You see, the Casemiro header which Vicario.
He missed it totally. He missed it totally.
Isn't he really tall though? Isn't he like 6
and
foot something?
6'4"?
Yeah,
bro. Listen.
No, that could be coached in the certain way because maybe he's jumping too early.
Yeah,
or he's jumping too late. You get what I'm saying? So that could be certain things.
Coachable, I guess. Maybe.
Coachable.
Or he's scared if he hits it with his head, he's gonna get smaller or something. But for me, that just mind boggles me. You're 6'4" and you can't head the ball. It makes no sense.
No. There could be a sense, right? Maybe he's afraid of the ball to hit his head. Yeah. Maybe there's a fear there, being a defender.
It might be.
Yeah, because
have you ever wait? On top of that topic, has any of you guys ever headed one of them hard balls, man?
Yeah,
it gives you concussion. It makes your brain shake. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he doesn't want to head her.
Big up Leo.
Big up Leo. Haven't seen you in a long time. TJ, I used to play in the 90s. Imagine
how hard the ball was back then.
And those days, the balls were really made out of leather.
I hate them so much. They were so hard.
And then when you headed the ball, you get a big cocoa in it.
When I was at school, TJ,
and then you remember the balls were in this kind of panels. The balls were in this kind of panels. The hexagon panels, right? They were sewn together. When it hits you, right, or you hit it, right?
Oh, it's painful.
You see a mark there. It's really stamped in the forehead.
And mate, because I'm small as well. Trying to hit the ball.
Yeah. Bro, I used to play left. I used to play left back in it.
Yeah.
And one time I wasn't looking in it. The ball came straight on my face. I said, I prayed to God. I dropped. I prayed to God and I was like, please don't make me brain dead. Like I was that pain, especially when it's cold as well. Woo! The worst feeling. The worst feeling, man.
Yeah, I
Primary
know.
school, I used to play with a hard ball in like the cold, freezing winter because
Yeah,
winter term was always football, yeah. And then like you had different terms for different sports, yeah. So you had the hard ball because they only really introduced the lighter balls in the like 2000s, didn't they, Eugene?
The lighter balls came in. I think it was
it 2010?
2010 onwards. I think it was after this.
They had like a lighter ball. So before that, they were always hard.
No, because I think they changed the skin to synthetic skin.
Yeah.
Then they became lighter. Before that, it was like real leather.
It really hurt, honestly.
Hitting that ball with your head, it's like headbutting a fucking wall, innit? Like it was the worst feeling. And you would have to psych yourself up before the ball comes to you. You're like, I'm getting ready to do this, and then you're like,
made a connection. The connection.
But no, I don't know. Maybe to tell the truth, maybe there's a fear, right, of hitting the ball. That's why I don't know. Maybe he needs to see a psychologist for it.
Brain damage psychologist. He's probably watching this now, like, how dare these Spurs fans curse me?
Yeah, you look at what Mark Cousins says, right? Look at that. Yeah.
Mark Cousins.
Yeah,
I hit the ball in the 80s, which explains a lot.
80s and 90s. That's why. Imagine, that's what I'm saying. Nowadays, the footballers are totally different.
They're weak. Honestly, they're weak.
Totally different. I don't say this weak. Just say they're totally different breed.
Yeah.
I don't want to use other words because then I'll probably get cancelled if I say them.
Yeah.
But you know what Mourinho said about the players, saying that they're not the same as they were 10, 20 years ago, like the Lampards and
man.
Like fighting.
I think also another reason why the players are weak is because the refs are more lenient, like even when you're like watching players run at the defense, bro, I know you can stay up in it, just body him, go.
TJ, tell the truth, right? I think it's the way the game has evolved, one thing, and also the way society has evolved.
The
way society is involved. If you're talking about in the 90s, right, when discipline comes to sense, right, you could smack them and all that. Nowadays you can't touch your kids anymore.
It's a non-contact.
TJ, in the 90s, they were like beefing in the tunnel before they walked out.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to see now, man. I want to see some grown-ups.
TJ,
I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but
I used to want to sit down and watch the derbies, like Arsenal versus United or whatever, because they all knew there'll be fights.
So bro, I love it. I love it, man. I'm a hooligan, bruv.
No, wait. Footballers have turned into ballet dancers.
They're just too soft.
And they scream if they roll on the floor if it's a tap, a little flick. What's going on with the stream? Am I the only one that's still here?
I don't know. It's whether me or whether you.
What's going on with the stream?
It's you. I don't know what's happening.
I'm not sure whether it's
yo.
Yeah.
I can hear you, but you're not moving.
Yeah, I can hear you too. You're there.
Yo, it's you guys. Hello?
Yeah, it's you.
Can you guys
You're
hear
frozen.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're frozen. You're frozen. Now you're
frozen.
What? Am I frozen?
Yeah.
You're lagging. It's your turn to lag.
Bro, this stream is booked.
Yeah. Levy's watching.
What is it? Am I lagging?
Yeah. Okay, it's back now.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back now. Yeah, you're back.
Wait, was I lagging just then?
Yeah. Same here. Earlier too, right?
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
sorry.
Stream now.
I got it too, right? I got it too. No, that's why I said now. I don't know. Number one is supposed to be a contact sport, but then anybody gets contact, then it's a bad thing. So I don't know.
So TJ, right, in the 90s, right, you could like take out a player. I'm not saying to completely take him out, but you'd be aggressive, whatever, and it's fine. Nowadays, one little touch, player goes down. Oh, it's contact. It's foul.
That's the worst thing about it, man. And you know what? 90% of the time, if the guy stayed up in it, it could have resulted in a goal, or it could have resulted in a chance. You get where I'm coming from? Now players are falling over for the lightest of touches, and I've seen us on the. Go on.
No,
go for it, bro.
It's coaching to them nowadays. You get what I'm saying?
Go down easy.
It's coaching to them to go down easy because if you are coached to go down easy outside the box, right, and you go down easy inside the box, the high chances of you getting a penalty, right, is there. Right? Now, how many times last time when we see football in the 90s and the early 2000s, right? The player will be hacked in the penalty box and he gets up and he runs and he gets hacked down again. He gets down and he runs, right? When there's no whistle, there's nothing, right? And he will, go through it and just carry on. Nowadays, you get hacked, right? You fall down, you roll over 20, you roll over 20 times, scream and yell like you've broken something. They've been coached.
Penalty.
And the worst thing is now it's kind of like stopping defenders from making crunching tackles. Like,
yeah, it is.
I remember like back in the day in it, where they were like 1-on-1 and someone's made a crunching tackle, and it makes the stadium erupt.
Yeah.
Now that's not a thing no more. You're scared to even
touch the player,
slide. Even slide tackling, you're scared to even slide because it's gonna result in the guy tripping over the leg.
I think the biggest problem with
nowadays we call it doing the Romero.
Yeah. Wait, Romero's like a throwback to the 90s. He just takes people out.
That's why I say he's doing the Romero.
What annoys me nowadays is even if the player gets the ball, if they touch a player afterwards, sometimes it's still a foul. And I'm like, but you got the ball. It's just a follow through, if that makes sense. Like, he got the ball. And then just by default, because he's got a trading leg or something or whatever, they'll still give the foul. And I'm like, but the guy got the ball. Like, what was he expected to do? Move his
but see, like the rules are broken as well, because we can even like correlate this to the handball rule as well.
Handball
because,
is like ridiculous now at this point.
What is a handball now? No, like, let's be honest with you,
guys. The handball rule now, I think they changed it to they added the word proximity to it.
Sissoko.
No, the Sissoko one. I tell you, that's bullshit, right? That wasn't even a hand, it was shoulder. All right, but the
he
thing
was
is
like
that,
this, wasn't he? Yeah.
No, he was like this. He jumped up like that, and the ball hit him here. If I'm not mistaken, right? Or I don't know. He didn't jump like that.
Stream
right?
is broke.
Yeah, now you're frozen again.
Yeah, he's frozen again. We'll carry on, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm still here. I'm still here. No, my head wasn't moving. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but what I can say is that football evolved. The players has to evolve with it and get used to it. Do you know the new rule now is that you can't do this anymore to the ref? If you do this like that to the ref, you get the card, right? And if our players don't learn that quickly, right? Like what the new stats that came out that in the last two weeks of football, they've accumulated like something like 15 or 20 yellow cards already, right? And
that's a lot of yellow cards.
Yeah, 15.
But then, cool. Cards. When you're adding all these rules onto football, where's the referee being accountable for certain situations?
The VAR, I don't know.
Yeah.
You see,
don't get me going on a VAR, right? VAR,
no, that's another topic for another
day. I don't know if you guys watch the NFL in it, but we hear what the in the NFL you hear what the referee's saying in it.
No, the referee would explain his decision. Everybody gets to hear the decision. What happened? This was done in the World Cup for the women's game when Spain had the penalty, right? The referee announced that, Spain gets the penalty, but the referee didn't explain the decision why Spain got the penalty. Yeah, we know you gave Spain the penalty. You just said Spain got the penalty. You must explain, right? Why Spain got the penalty? Why I thought Spain got the penalty? You can say that. So if they're trying to do this, they will have to do it properly. Most probably, they might have to get some NFL referees to come in to tell them you must be very fluent with the law.
You know what we should have? We should have NFL referees, man. At least they'll allow a bit of contact. You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, no.
But I'll give you an example with the refereeing. You can search this on YouTube, by the way. So Sol Campbell got red carded against Man United in the game. I was watching this the other day, and there was actual you could hear the voice of what the referee was saying about why. It was just out loud though. It wasn't like to the obviously it was back in the 90s, right? 2000. It wasn't to like the crowd, but you could hear them out loud saying why he got sent off.
But the thing is that because I think those were days when the microphones were at the side of
do you remember?
Yeah, then you can hear the voices of the refs and all that. It was like during COVID time, when there was no crowds around, right? With the microphones around the pitch, you could actually hear the coaches shouting at the, all the F words will be coming out.
Yeah, but then we should have like, all these stadiums are built with like all these surround sounds in it. They should be connected to like a speaker. Yeah. This is the red card, so we can all hear it, man.
Yeah. No,
so after the game,
explanation of what
they need to explain why they gave the red card or the yellow. Yeah. I think that's a problem.
And like a controversial decision, like for example, I don't think this was controversial to a lot of Man United fans. The handball on Romero, the referee after the game should speak about certain moments in the game. Like let's just say the Romero thing. I believe that it wasn't a penalty for this reason. At least then, at least then, as fans, we can say, okay, you're right, you're wrong. Now it's like if they don't give a decision, they get away with murder, man.
No, they don't.
They can be sleeping with someone's mum on the pitch and get away with it.
Like Wayne Bridge sleeping was like John Terry was sleeping with Wayne Bridge's. Was it his wife or his girlfriend? Do you remember?
Yeah, that is an old story. Yeah, but no, what you saying?
Sorry, it came to my head when we were talking about that.
I know. No, but the thing is, what I'm saying that refereeing now, if you go there, then it opens a whole new can of worms. That's why they not.
Then the referees get abused if they even explain the decision.
They not go there yet, right? You see, during what I was thinking of what happened to that penalty it's actually karma. They had to add the Son penalty wasn't a penalty, right? And the Onana penalty was a penalty. So the equation adds up together, right? The Romero handball is not a penalty.
Even out.
Even out. It's even out. So that's how I see it, right? Yeah. So there's a cabal of penalty decisions being made at this moment, right? The people, no. Yeah.
So TJ, who's your front three for Saturday?
For Saturday, yeah. I'm going with Kane.
Richard,
Kane, Nabry.
Yeah, no. I'm going with Richarlison.
Change the channel name not to Haspers.
Has Bayern. Yeah, no. My front three will be Richarlison, Son, and Solomon. I think he needs minutes as well. I don't know why. Bournemouth is a perfect game for Solomon to play. I will drop Cooley.
I'm going before I ask Eugene. I'm going Richarlison, Perisic, and Solomon.
Guys, I gotta tell you what's gonna happen, right? I gotta tell you what's gonna happen. Since Son moved into the center on this MU game in the last parts of the game, right? You watch, right? It's gonna be Perisic, Son, and Solomon. Son will be the middle.
We'll all name three different combinations now.
Yeah, no, but that could be a good lineup though. I could see that happening.
Yeah. And maybe to tell you if he and what you say, TJ, right? What you're saying, Harry, right? Decky might move into the center to fill the void for Maddison. And if you see that happen, right? That means Lo Celso is bye-bye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he goes into the middle, Lo Celso must be going.
Yeah, Lo Celso will say bye-bye. But if Decky's rotated, I won't say on the bench or drop or whatever, he's rotated back into the bench, then Lo Celso goes into the middle, right? Then
he's staying.
He will be staying, right? If Maddison is injured, at the moment there's a big if, because
I think
the news is that he came out on crutches, but there's no news from the club whether he's injured, whether he's what is going on,
But Paul, like said,
I did see him.
Unlikely they'll risk him. Yeah.
I did see him crutched up and bandaged up, or he had like a little, that little shoe or whatever they call it, innit?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. I actually saw him crutched up and shoed up in it. So whatever this injury is, it looks like it's serious. You're not going to put a shoe on the person.
Exactly.
I don't know what it's called. Whatever that thing is, that shoe. That brace or something, I don't know.
I think it's a cast or a brace. It's a plastic cast or brace. Yeah. But to tell the truth, guys, this is what we have to expect from Maddison throughout this whole season, because a lot of Leicester fans, a lot of Leicester fans say he's injury prone, right? As well. Yeah. Oh, Bobby Kane's front three is interesting.
Solomon
Son and
Poro.
Oh, that's good. Oh, then you're gonna play Emerson. My gosh, Bobby Kane, what's wrong with you?
But you know what? Yeah. But you know what? That's gonna
Front
touch
three.
on my next point. A lot of Spurs fans are saying Poro should be right winger,
I've been
but
saying
he
that
hasn't
for a
played
while.
there though. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can't just put a player.
No, unless we
You
get
can't just put a
another
player in that position.
Another right
Yeah,
back.
yeah, if we get another right back, then maybe we can try him as a right winger.
Eugene, I think we
We
signed.
can try
I know
him
it
then,
sounds
yeah.
weird. We signed a fullback that can play either side, a striker that can play on the wing, and another centre back. That's what I think we need. Because then you can play the fullback either side.
Tell this guy about it.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Enoch.
Yeah.
But we're not. But we're not going to get that though. That's the problem. I think to the end of the window, we've got what, 7 days. We're going to bring in one player. I think we're going to bring in one player. A striker, yeah. That's what my feeling.
Back.
No other centre backs, no other midfielders.
Long days.
Yeah. Nothing to do with.
And don't be surprised, right?
Dyer's
Eric Dyer will still be there fighting for his spot.
Fighting for his spot.
I've got this joke with Has, right? You know, Eric Dyer ain't going anywhere, right? He's going to be, cremated.
Testimonial.
He's not only testimonial. He's going to be cremated and spread all over the.
That's what he wants. That's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he said.
All right, guys. Now, if Eric Dyer if Eric Dyer stays,
yeah.
What's your opinion about him going into the midfield?
I'd rather he was there than the centre back.
I don't care where he goes, right?
But you wouldn't even get to the midfield anyway. They've got 6-7 central midfielders, don't we?
He can he can go into the midfield, right?
Everyone's injured.
No, of another field, right? In another country.
You know what? I think I'd have him on 5-a-side weekly Wednesday. He's gonna come on that, and we can play. And
but no, I'm afraid, right? If Eric Dyer stays, right,
he'll play games, won't he?
No, he might turn out to be the toxic one that left behind, and he'll cause shit. But if Ange will most probably sideline him and put him into the reserve team or something. Yeah. Right? I don't know if he does that. But I don't know. Eric Dyer has been always a very smart and intelligent person.
He'll talk his way out of it.
He'll slime his way out of it, not talk his way out of it, right? So I guess.
Oh, Levy, please don't sell me.
No. The thing is that, well, like I say, you see on the pecking order of defenders now, right? We have Romero, VDV, Sanchez, right? And even to tell the truth, I think Taganga is above him. Then you got Ben Davis, right? Then he will be like 6th in the line.
7th choice.
6th or 7th in line. So if we get rid of, let's say, Taganga, then he'll be like 5th in line. So will he sit back and take it?
Wait for that to happen?
Yeah.
But does he want to get back into the England squad or not? No. We had this conversation on another stream, and I was trying to.
No, but Southgate likes them players, man. You know he likes them players.
I'm saying
he likes players like
TJ.
I tell you, TJ, this team. If you do, you're going to play him.
You guys are going to be surprised, right? I think this England team, right, which is going to Euros, right, you will see a lot of old players get sidelined. He's going to come in. He's going to come in with a whole new batch of new, fresh, young players. That's what I see from Southgate, right? Because to tell the truth, I think to tell the truth, they've already been through one European finals, which, and then they went to the World Cup with all that high hopes, right, and get knocked out by France, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, remember, right? Came set. I think we were semis or semis.
Kane misses the penalty, right? So I think he will keep a core of the senior players, but he will bring in a lot of new young players in this time around. And I think we will see it in this international break this coming.
Is it September?
This coming season, yeah.
After the Bournemouth game. After the Bournemouth game, we're going to international break. That's why if Maddison is injured, right? If I were to play, I won't play him because he'll get at least a 3-week recovery period, right?
I agree. I agree with that, but I just think Southgate is fossiled. He is a fossiled manager, isn't it? You know, look.
You'll be
Maguire's not
surprised.
playing.
TJ, you'll be surprised. I tell you, you'll be surprised. You know why?
Go for it.
The England women's team reached the World Cup with a totally
So there's
different.
pressure.
Yeah, the pressure is
Yeah.
there. And then the news
true.
came out, right? If
The England woman manager is going to manage the man. Yeah.
yeah, he's getting his balls squeezed.
So, guys, any threats from Bournemouth? Like they signed Tyler Adams.
Yeah. There's loads of threats, man. There's loads of threats in it. I'm gonna tell you this in it, yeah.
Adams. Oh, I don't know.
Adams
I'm gonna tell you this in it, yeah. The players that concern me, just remember this: Rothwell. If you know who he's a player from Bournemouth, innit? Plays in the midfield role in it. He's a baller. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A lot of people don't rate him in it, but what he does is underrated. You know, he contains that midfield too. They play with a 2 midfielder. Well, depending on how they're gonna line up at Tottenham, I don't know, but he plays in a 2 midfield. He's a good midfielder, and if Maddison's injured, I hope Lo Celso solidifies his spot. If we go with Lo Celso, you know.
But if they play 2 in the midfield, right, TJ, wouldn't we dominate them because we got?
No,
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
We are going to dominate.
I'm not afraid of
Bournemouth are going to play the counter-attacking style.
That's what I'm afraid
They're going to sit back. So regardless if they're playing 2 in midfield, is that truly domination? No, they just break on the counter. My concern is if we can't break down their back line or their defensive style, we're gonna become like what happened to Man United. Man United couldn't break us down, you know. And then what you don't want is players like Solanke having their chances, getting their chances. Because as soon as Solanke gets the chances, don't get me wrong, Solanke is a good striker, you know.
Yeah.
You know, he's been a good striker for Bournemouth, you know. So I guarantee you, if he actually gets a chance, if he gets his chance at goal, I see him scoring.
To tell the truth, guys, right? I watched the Liverpool game, right? When Liverpool went down to 10 men, right? Bournemouth came out and attacked them, and they themselves got caught out in the counter many of times. So I still have this funny feeling now is because Bournemouth has come in with a new manager. Maybe there are new tactics in there, and they are still not clicking the way they should click, like last season. If they've kept Gary O'Neill there, then maybe something would have clicked for them. But the thing is that didn't you guys notice this weird thing last weekend was all the teams that went down to 10 men, right, didn't lose.
Oh yeah, because Arsenal.
It's true.
Arsenal won.
You know, that's the weird part. And the weirdest part is, right, they went down to 10. They going down to 10 men. Not only they didn't lose, right, they scored more goals apart from Arsenal. You get what I'm saying? Apart from Arsenal, you get what I'm saying? So I'm seeing
no game's a foregone conclusion, is it really?
Yeah. So because if I'm not mistaken,
it's 50-50. That's football.
Liverpool went down to 10 men, right? Of course, they were at home. Okay. Bournemouth threw everything at them at 2-1, if I'm not mistaken, right? And they got caught off in the counter. Okay. The same thing. Chelsea, West Ham went down to 10 men, right? Chelsea threw everything at them, but of course they brought on Caicedo, and the whole game turned to shit after that.
What's your opinions about Max Aarons? Do you feel like Destiny Adoji has been playing well, you know, for Tottenham, you know, but Max Aarons has blistering pace. I'm not saying he's going to be a threat, but do you feel like if we're pushing up and we're playing that attacking style,
you make a good point.
That can kill us.
Yeah, I'll tell you why, because also Max Aarons has been linked with Tottenham for years, which means he's probably going to score.
Bournemouth, I'm telling you, Bournemouth is not no knockoff. It's not going to be like Goldfest.
No, it's going to be an easy game.
It's a difficult game. Like
it will be difficult, guys. You know, last season we went there, we were 2-0 down until we came back.
We won the game.
Yeah. We came back in the last 5 minutes or something like that, right? Benton
30 minutes, I think.
Scored 2 goals in the last 10, 15 minutes or so. But what I see this season is that we will dominate possession, okay? And I will take positive from the Manchester United game because that would have given our players confidence that they could be in more control, be more precise. You get what I'm saying? Not? But the thing is that I said we are traveling again because our away form last season was we won't want to talk about that, right? So let's hope against Bournemouth we can actually do something this season because number one, we did come back against them, right? After being 2 down, right? Maybe this season, like you will see, you know, in the first half, we don't click that well again. We are not that, you know, smooth yet. Maybe Ange is still figuring out what Bournemouth is doing. Our players are being instructed to play, you know, let them, we must have a ding-a-dong or whatever you can call it, right? Ding-dong back up and forth again. Then when the second half comes in, then the plan is set on really how to break them down. That's how I see it.
One thing that is going to scare me as well is the aerial ability as well through corners. If we give them corners, I can't pronounce his name correctly. He's a centre back. His name is Zebrani. He plays on the right side of Bournemouth, you know, but he's really tall. I'm not too sure what I don't know Bournemouth ins and outs.
Don't worry, we got Van der Ven.
But he scored. I think he scored only because I play FPL in it. You know, I play fantasy, right? He scored last week, and he scored a header. Sorry.
When last week or not?
Yeah, they I think they drew.
Who?
Oh, they lost.
They lost to Liverpool.
They lost to Liverpool.
Yeah,
did he score? No, he didn't score last week.
He didn't score last week. Bournemouth lost to Liverpool. They went up 1-0 first, right? Then Liverpool came back to put two in. Then Liverpool had McAllister sent off. Then Bournemouth went all out to try to get the equalizer. And somehow another 10-man Liverpool added one more. Or 2 more in one game. I can't remember. Was it 4-1 or 3-1?
4-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, they added 2 more after that. So that's the thing I'm saying. There is no. I see some weakness in Bournemouth where, like I said, maybe it's like new manager, not in sync into what the the manager needs and all that. And like I said, it's a weird thing, right? This was last week was, you know, three teams with a man down all won their games. So yeah, you know my conspiracy theory kind of mind haywire again. Yeah. Okay.
He's been cut. Levy's cut his internet
connection.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Just left both of you. Both you and I.
So Eugene, what's your match prediction for Saturday? Score prediction.
To tell the truth, right? We kept a clean sheet, right? I don't know. 2-0 for Spurs. Another 2-0 game for us?
2-1 to Tottenham.
I see a 2-0 game. We should. I mean, if that's what I'm saying. What Vicario did against Manchester United, this is now his platform to build on. You guys know, if he can build on this platform and keep another clean sheet, right, that will give us a bit more confidence in him, right? And along the way, hopefully, right, he'll garner a few more. And because of last season, what happened to us at Bournemouth and what we did, right? Because we sat back and we allowed them to score, right? But this season, we are a totally different team because we are going to be the one with the ball possession. And we will possess to win. You can say, and Spirit will possess them to win.
It's like the ghost.
The ghost of Ange, right, will possess them to win. Yeah.
So Eugene, before we finish, because I know what TJ's on. So obviously you're streaming tomorrow at is it 3 p.m. English time?
No, tomorrow I'm doing 4 p.m. English time. Yep, 11 p.m. Malaysian time. 8:30 p.m. Indian time, 11 a.m. Eastern American time, I'll be doing a preview review show, right? Hey, big up TJ, right? I'll be doing the review show with a couple of fans, maybe from Spurs. I think I'll be having one from Manchester. I don't know. I'll be having one from Newcastle. I'll be having one from Liverpool, and I might be having one from Arsenal. Let's see how that goes, right? Yep.
Yeah, let's see how that one
Right.
goes.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes. Big up, TJ. Yeah.
I'll be back tomorrow regardless. I might be on show. I don't know just yet, but just
What
send
time
me
you
the
be
link
doing your
anyway.
show?
If I know, because basically I'm doing a show at 7 o'clock for an hour on View from the South. It's a preview
yeah.
show for Saturday. I've got a Bournemouth fan coming on at 7 o'clock for an hour.
Who's coming on? Bournemouth.
It's one of them, someone called Matt. He's on,
Oh, he's from. Yeah, I know Matt. He's from. He's Craig's colleague from.
Yeah.
But Craig's on holiday. That's why I messaged him. Craig asked me to message Matt to see whether he wants to jump onto my channel because I asked him.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So Matt, if you're watching this,
let me
see you
see.
tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
You'll be on 7, right? Let's see. Let's see whether I still have enough in me to join you on that show.
Okay.
Right.
If he comes on your show and then he comes on that show.
Yeah. But I was thinking of doing one of him on Friday because that would be just focusing on the Bournemouth.
He told me he was busy on Friday, but anyway.
Yeah, but then it's okay then. Then I won't do. Maybe
So
I'll
Matt,
join you.
If you're watching this, I'll see you tomorrow on View from the South at 7 o'clock.
Yes, DJ,
So,
we are in the mud, but you are bottleless. Yeah, big up.
What you just said.
Nah, TJ knows I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. But before we go, come on, you Spurs.
And leave you out.
Yeah.